become best friends?
Yup.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Big part of friendship.
I like you. Do you like me?
I do like you.
You are my friend.
You're a nice young man, and I am your friend.
Shut up, Freddie. We're not friends now. I don't need you anymore.
You're my best friend.
Friend requests.
The friend request?
Why you ain't accept my friend request, bro? But you don't want to be my friend.
Welcome to the friend request. It's your host, Chloe Madron, coming back at you with another hot episode. Whoa, I actually laughed so hard that I got sweaty. So pretty exciting stuff. As per usual, I'd love to hear from you guys. So feel free to drop me a line in the comments or rate and review or message the show at the friend request pod on Instagram. I always want to hear from you. I love hearing from the besties, requesties, whatever you are. I love you. Anyways, let's get to it. Today's episode is really fun. I actually had a return guest in the fort, dear friend of the show and friend of yours and mine, the wonderful Freddie McManus.
You're fucking kidding me, dude.
How about that?
You just enjoy yourself. You just enjoy yourself. I'm here for you.
Speaking to the mic.
Have we started?
Yeah, we're starting.
This is how you want us to begin.
Yes.
I mean, I'll leave it with you. You can really have fun with this. Take a lap around the block with this. What you've decided to do to me.
The audio listeners aren't going to get it.
I think they can sense my fury.
You refuse to wear pajamas, so I've matched your freak, as they say, and I am.
I think we have different definitions of what matching is. I think you've gone above and beyond in a way that's pretty mean-spirited, you know? Those glasses, I'm guessing, are not prescription.
They
that
are
you're wearing?
actually. They are prescription, yes.
What
I
is
just
your
don't
prescription?
wear them. Weak? I don't know. I don't.
Right.
They're slipping off my face. They need adjustments, but I haven't worn them in.
They literally
a
look
year
like the
or
ones
two.
you get with a moustache. And you just rip the moustache off before.
Headache.
Oh, so you're going to get a headache. I mean,
Well, because I stopped wearing my reading glasses because I convinced myself that I could heal my own eyesight.
didn't we establish you were illiterate in the last episode of this we did? You having reading glasses is like me having like a spacesuit at home, where it's like, oh, it's cool to have, but I will never use this.
That's so mean.
And we're off.
It's true.
Oh,
though.
I get my lick back. That's what they say about Freddie Mac. You can fire your little shots, but if you come at the king, you best not miss because he's coming back stronger than ever.
Yeah, you reckon? Because in the last episode that you were here, I think I named it something about you being a target for bullying your whole life.
Yeah, look, I probably should have listened to the last episode because I don't know how I've reframed it in my head to be like, yeah, I came out with a pretty big win in that last one. I'm pretty sure I was battered emotionally and physically about
Only
a
a
gentleman's
little bit.
hour and 3/4. But
Only a little bit. But
pleasure to be back.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you back. We've come so far since then. We're best friends now.
I mean, I would say that. Yeah.
Tell them.
Oh, I almost. Do you know what's most infuriating
Tell
is
me.
Chloe goes to me, "Oh, are you going to wear pajamas for this episode?" I go, "Probably not. I'll just wear what I happen to be wearing on the day of the record." She goes, "If you wear a collared shirt, I'll dress in a full suit." And today, when we're recording, it's quite hot. And so I messaged her being like, I don't think I will. And she goes, if you don't, I will kill you with my bare hands. And I'm starting to think now the funniest thing to do would have been to just show up in a t-shirt.
No, I would have killed you. But that's what friends do.
That's it. I mean, unbelievable. Right? A close bond is founded on you pretty much disrespecting me at every turn.
Well, you said, and you were quite drunk, so God knows if you'll even remember, but you said in Melbourne earlier this year, you said, we're boys now, right? And
yeah.
I locked it away. I was like, what? We're what? We're boys now?
Yeah, look, if there was anything that was going to get me to address my pretty glaring drinking problem, it would be...
So mean.
It would be setting that into motion. I go, fucking hell, Freddie, ease up on the beers, yeah? Jesus Christ.
So mean.
No, of course not. No,
it's been a pleasure getting to know you more.
I really appreciate you saying that. And do you know what? It's clearly not really transferred into the podcasting space yet.
Why?
Well, because I feel like we've been speaking for like 7 minutes and we've spoken about nothing really.
That's what friends do.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. I think I've come really far.
Nice.
Since starting this whole thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me 2 ways.
2 ways?
Yeah.
more secure in my friendships,
Yeah.
and I have them.
There you go. I think you should have said those in the opposite order.
Maybe.
It's like, I love how you're like, I wasn't secure in the friendships I didn't have before.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. People always.
It's like I wasn't a great dog owner last year due to not owning a dog. Forgot to take it for walks and feed it.
That's the thing, though. People, they think, no, you're just being crazy. Maybe these people don't not like you, but then you find out they didn't like you.
Yeah,
You know?
I've always resented the people who sort of
Don't
paint
like you.
paint with broad strokes in that way, where they're like, I used to not like you and now I do. When realistically what they're saying is, I didn't know you and made the judgment.
Yes.
And then I realized that was not as accurate as I'd assumed.
Yeah.
And now this is how I feel. Like the idea that, because that puts it on you as like there was something dramatic that you did to reframe, where I will say you've been consistently vile the entire time I've known you. Like, if there's nothing, if the Madron guarantee is consistency, and I'll say that into the camera. I'll say that with my chest right into one of the 3 lenses on this iPhone I'm looking at right now. That you're nothing if not consistent. So
Thank you.
The hypocrisy of people.
It's funny when people say that. I was talking about that just last night with a person who, when I first moved to Sydney, I caught up with them. We had a drink, and then she was like, you know, you're not that bad, despite what everyone says.
Dude.
I was like,
You're gonna have to tell me who that is when we get off the mics here.
I'll bleep it.
Oh, mate, yeah, fire. Yeah, wow. As everyone says,
I know.
is crazy. Also, because the fact is, you lived in Brisbane.
I know.
Like,
Well,
no one knew you.
I didn't know. No, but some people were talking. Some people were saying things.
The old grapevine. I don't get an invite to the vineyard, so
no,
I don't know.
You never heard anything?
Not about you, no.
Oh, wonderful news. And yet, you still you fought tooth and nail against this friendship.
It took me knowing you to dislike you. I didn't need any of the. Nah, you know, that is. Does that happen as often as would appear to be the case? Or are you just very open about even the couple of times it's happened?
No,
it's about it.
It's unusually.
But that has routinely happened throughout your life?
It's unusual. And I have this platform to speak about it. So I think it's become embarrassingly public knowledge. But it has happened to me more than most people, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think it's, Becky Lucas's diagnosis was that I had big tits. She said that that's just a part of the course.
I mean, yeah, I'll leave that for Becky to say, especially with a microphone in my hand.
But I think there have been other issues, like when I was younger and being bisexual and stuff, and that made things weird with some girls.
Gross.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, when I was growing up, because the Olympics just happened, I was thinking about some of my favourite athletes.
Yes.
There was a runner, 850-metre runner for Great Britain called Kelly Holmes. She's a dame now, so Dame Kelly Holmes.
Wow.
And she would start the race. It's just such a baller move, like balls of steel. Race kicks off, and she's just sitting at the back. So 800 is 2 laps, 1500 is 2.5 or whatever. And she would just sit at the back, and it would only be the last half of the last lap where she'd just overtake everybody.
Yeah, right.
And it's so much more satisfying when you win that way.
Yeah.
And I feel that with the way you've lived your life, where you're like, friends are hard to come by. I'm at the back of the pack. And then who's coming on that final corner? It's Chloe round the outside. She's actually not as much of a cunt as people think. And crossing the line. And you've crossed multiple lines with me on this very podcast. And so you are the Dame Kelly Holmes of my immediate social circle. And that's honestly the best compliment I can give someone.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I love that.
Despite what everyone says, I will never get over. That's like your
It's crazy, right?
That's like I don't know why I keep having these crazy comparisons, but that's like when Mandela was in jail, and the second he got out of jail, they made him the president. It's like, what a rags to riches tale. I don't mean the microaggressions you face in a social setting are comparable to Mandela on Robben Island, and later taken on The Office, but
The Office, the TV show?
The Office of the Presidency.
Oh, okay.
But he also was on The Office. There's an impression that I could do into this microphone of what if Nelson Mandela was on The Office?
Oh, let's do it. Acting.
No fucking way. Yeah, I guess I'll be playing Nelson. This is how you get me, dude. I did watch that film. I guess the reason it's on the brain is I rewatched that Clint Eastwood film called Invictus, which has obviously Morgan Freeman plays Mandela. And sorry, I mean Mandela is obviously in it. I don't mean obviously Morgan Freeman's the only guy that could get to play Mandela.
Say
but
anything
in that
here.
case, well, the hole's dug, so who cares who held the shovel? Because I'm 6 feet deep right now. And Matt Damon
6 feet?
plays the South African
Sorry.
rugby captain, and it's hilarious how like if you look at actual photos of Mandela next to the South African rugby captain, because they won the World Cup in South Africa that year. And it was a great moment for unifying the nation. You look at the photos, it's literally like Mandela's obviously this small man and the rugby captain's massive. And in the movie, Matt Damon's like 5'7" and Morgan Freeman's like 6'2". So Mandela, honestly, in that film, should have captained South Africa in the rugby.
Right. And you think Matt Damon should have played Mandela?
I do.
Yeah.
And that is what I want to state for the record.
Yes. Okay, good.
He does a pretty good South African accent in the movie, though.
Does
Matt
he?
Damon, yeah.
Can you do a
It's not
South
bad.
African accent?
I can, not right now. I feel like I'm already hateful and...
Yeah,
you know,
right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it would. I think it highlights my worst qualities.
I'm so curious.
An air of superiority.
Yeah.
That's about. You'll have to bleep that as well. Yeah.
No.
No, but maybe later on. You know, if we'll plant the seed now. Who knows what plant will sprout as the episode continues.
I have some really exciting activities for this episode.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you should be excited.
Okay.
Thanks for inviting me to the UFC lately. I've been loving it.
I like it because you watch the fights. You enjoy it. As has been said several times on this podcast, you did MMA as a kid, which it's something you continue to stand by, which is infuriating to me.
I did do it, though.
Like you're hard sparring with another 4-year-old.
Okay, I think I was like 7.
Okay. Well, where are the belts? Chloe, that's what I want to know.
We had shirts.
Well, exactly.
They were like white shirt.
I
yellow
think
shirt.
you just got the shit beaten out of you as a kid and have reframed the trauma, like repurposed the trauma to be like, actually, you know, we were going hard rounds in the gym. It's like, this was at a bus stop, Chloe.
Apparently
This was at a swimming carnival. They dangled you by your ankles, which no athletic commission would sanction as a mixed martial arts bout.
Apparently, I did punch my sister in the face as a kid.
I love how you say apparently, but that it's obvious that happened.
Well, I don't remember it. I think I blacked it out.
She clearly does. I think I've met your sister. She still has the black eye, so I don't know what's doing there.
That's a fresh one.
Yeah, exactly.
The friend request is sponsored by Illume Alliance. Oh my God, guys, go check them out. Get your CBD, THC, psilocybin, all sorts of yummy products. Use my code FRIEND for 10% off. It's a goddamn good deal, all right? I love them.
But roundabout way of saying, you'll come to the UFC and you will engage in, enjoy watching, and invest in the fights, which is pretty much the only criteria you need.
Right.
The people who show up who are friends from other circles, who show up and want to poke holes in it and make fun of it, and being
Yeah.
like, they should kiss,
Okay.
they deserve to live at the bottom of the ocean.
That's a little harsh.
Get the beep ready because I'm naming names. No, I'm kidding.
The ocean's a terrible place, so that's a very mean punishment. I don't know
Yeah,
if that
I'm
fits.
sorry.
Because the thing is, I do love watching UFC. I am genuinely enthralled, but I also would like them to kiss.
Sure.
And I get really excited when
Do you
they
have
cuddle
favorite
afterwards.
fighters? Do you emotionally invest in certain people winning?
Yeah, but they're not fighting anymore. Most of
Yeah.
them, like Anderson Silva and
Anderson Silva, great, yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy one to... Do you know what John's been up to?
Oh no, what's he been up to?
Oh my God, what hasn't he been up to?
Oh no.
This is crazy to go like, you know what I think is just a great dude? It's John Jones.
Oh no. What'd
Hit
he
a
do?
pregnant woman with his car and kept driving.
Oh.
Domestic violence up in the air,
Oh,
several
that
accusations.
sucks.
They're going to court this year, so we'll see what happens there.
Oh, that's really bad.
The police were called. He was accused of, unfortunately, domestic violence. And
Allegedly, yeah, right.
Correct. Also, I don't want him to sue me, but I also don't want him to be aware of anything I've said on
Yeah.
account of he'd kill me.
He's scary.
He is scary, but clearly that's what you're into.
Well, here's the thing. I think that most people getting their brain knocked around that much will probably end up hitting their wife, you know? Is that a crazy
Again,
take?
let's add that to the list of things I'm glad I didn't say on this podcast.
I don't know. CTE does crazy shit to your
It
brain.
does.
It's
Yeah, Aaron
really
Hernandez,
bad.
the NFL player.
Yeah. Did you hear? Did I tell you? I don't know if I,
I
would
can't believe this is what we're talking about. I can't believe on that notepad you have written down CTE and its implications on domestic violence.
Don't look at my notes.
Well, I think we know what the reel to come out of this episode's going to be. Jesus Christ.
Did you hear that? Apparently, strangulation, like sexual strangulation, can do as much damage as playing football, as far as CTE and how your brain goes later in life. Do you know that? You're gonna make some adjustments.
Yeah.
I mean, stop strangling yourself.
I'm getting strangled, and in the off season I'm getting strangled, and then I've got a full season of full contact NFL football. Look, I mean, honestly, if we're trying to avoid CTE, if that's what we're doing,
Yeah.
we might as well just not even shake hands. Like
Whoa.
let's all just bubble wrap ourselves. It's this PC world where it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
you can't. You know what I mean?
You got to live life expecting to get brain damage.
And if this episode is anything to go by, you're speaking to two people who can force through, even with debilitating brain damage. And who knows how we got it. Put it this way, we're not football players. So you do the maths on that one. But two people with debilitating brain issues are still able to podcast relentlessly.
Yeah.
You never stop.
Oh, no.
there
I
you
love
go.
it.
You learned how to tie a bow tie?
I didn't tie this. It's a clip-on.
Okay. I heard clipping on ties gives you CTE as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you got to slowly wrap them around, but not too tight, if you know what I mean.
No.
Like the strangulation there and the contact. So, welcome back to another episode.
Do you think I gossip too much?
Do I think you gossip too much? No. There's levels to this.
Really?
Actually, you did get a bit Icarus recently, flying a little too close to the sun. I think you thought you had more information than you did in fact have. So I would say, as long as you're...
I said, with that bit of information, the whole time, I said, I don't know if this is true.
Yeah, look, there are multiple witnesses who can corroborate that you absolutely did not say that.
That's bullshit.
You said, guys, listen to this.
Well, yeah, I
And
started.
in fairness, we listened, and it was pretty electric in the green room. But I don't think I think that's crazy for you to say, like, I definitely qualified it as, this might be what's going around.
I did not. I said, I don't know if this is true because this has come from an unreliable source.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can agree to disagree on that one. Do you gossip too much? I would say no.
No.
Do you gossip effectively? I would say also no. The facts are few and far between.
I think I am anxious, insecure about it because I worry. I don't want to be a huge gossip, but I also want to impress my friends and tell them good stories when I see them. You know.
Yeah, right.
You don't think about that?
No, I don't think I'm meeting up with my friends. I better have some probably untrue information about another one of our friends to just throw into the mix.
Not what I said.
You're like, oh, I'm going to a picnic. Better pack my grenades. You just pulling the pin out. No, I just think like maybe how have you been? What have you been up to? Sometimes the best gossip is the gossip you can corroborate by it coming from the person who is the source of the story. So we can gossip to each other about each other.
Okay.
That's known as conversation.
Yes.
And so maybe give that a crack. It's shocking to me that I have to explain to you the art of conversation on your podcast that you have had for over a year.
I appreciate the explanation.
Yeah.
But I worry about that too sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to sound... If someone asks how I am or what I've been doing, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging because I'm obviously doing so well. Or, on the flip side, my other alternative is, I've been wanting to die for the last 2 weeks. And I don't want to be a downer either.
Yeah, look, it's hell of a tight walk. I can't even say it. A hell of a tight walk rope. Yeah, honestly... That's why we need to have two UFC fighters like putting it all online and beating the living shit out of each other.
Yeah, that's
to
so
outsource
true. That's so
sort of
true.
Our focus, and point it in another direction. But I reckon in terms of gossip or suicidal thoughts, what would I rather hear at the table? Maybe frame some of the darker thoughts you're having as gossip. Like, here, Chloe's feeling deeply unwell.
That's insane.
You know?
That's insane. That's a crazy
And then
way
I
to
go, oh,
talk.
yeah.
You go, oh, okay. Is she in the room with us now?
And you probably go, yeah. I mean, we can workshop it,
No,
but...
that's a terrible tip. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for trying.
I'll be honest, I'm not even sure I tried that hard. But here we are.
You look like your Elvis sketch today.
I was probably wearing this shirt when I did it, but yeah, no, I appreciate that. Something I've run into, which I really dislike, is people I work with know like 12 items of clothing that I wear, and so they were talking about it as if I always wear the same things. But I go, if it's over 5 items, then at that point you just have an unhealthy ability to remember what I wear. Where they're like, oh, because of course there's the jumper that says Chicago on it. The jumper that says... And that's the thing, is I'm wearing too many clothes with words on it.
You are, yeah. You've got the blue... What is it, a Raiders jersey? No, it's some
Canberra
sort of
Raiders
jersey.
jersey,
It is, yeah.
Well, don't do it. I've just said how I really don't like when people do this.
But you wear memorable clothes and you wear like 5 of them.
No, I don't wear 5 of them, though. It's closer to the 7 to 12 range.
Okay.
And I think there's a massive difference.
Okay.
But they're all like shopping it around, high five and down in the fucking break room. Like, oh, and you know, when Freddie wore yellow that one time, it's like, this is why I don't take bold fashion risks.
Oh, no.
And I wear all black to a podcast. I look like the stage manager of this set.
Thank you so much for setting it up.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
I don't know. How long would this take? I would say 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that how long?
20 if you're including all of the equipment, you know.
And I'm not.
Okay.
So there you have it.
Terrible stage manager. You're actually an actor.
I really appreciate you saying that.
Really good one.
Pretended to like you for a fucking little bit of time. The role of the lifetime is what they've been saying. McManus, in the dramatic turn of the decade, gives Chloe Madron the time of day.
Oh my God.
Disappears into the role, but not too far. I'm like Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
He's really good. When
Again?
did you stop acting? When did you lose yourself to the role?
When did I lose myself to the role?
Yeah.
Probably around the time you invited me to be on your podcast a second time. So I was like, at this point, this is a commitment. I'm committing it to the airwaves.
Oh my God. You're a mean man.
No, I'm helping you out after this.
Yeah, you are. You
Well,
are.
there you go.
Yeah, because like I said, you're an actor, and I want to submit to a couple of roles in LA.
Hilarious.
Shut up. Why?
It's just that you're like, oh, you know, it would be really helpful with that, Freddie Mac.
Yeah.
Well, who are you playing? Can we say what the roles are?
Yeah. The one that I've got 2, and I think that I don't want to make you help me for both, because one of them, the other person in the scene is a girl, and I don't know if your acting skills can go that far, but the role that I was initially thinking is a gold digging girlfriend being interviewed by a police officer.
Wait, would you be the police officer or the...
I'm the girl. Yeah, obviously the police officer is not a girl.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I'll be a cop calling you a gold digger.
I really want to ad lib at the end. I want to fight back because the scene, honestly, the writing needs some work.
Really?
Do you think I should do that, or do you think
I just think
that's bad?
I can't believe you found this like 2004 spec script where
I know.
this is a real throwback, this movie.
I know. It looks like it could be the part of a lifetime. Could be my
Are you
breakout.
going to do your accent that you're speaking to me now
I was
in?
thinking about trying both, but the American's really hard. I was thinking about trying English, actually. Do you think
gosh. Yeah,
I could be posh? I just watched what's that movie I watched? Notting Hill?
Notting Hill, yeah.
Notting Hill.
Well, he's kind of the gold digger in that, Hugh Grant, isn't he?
He is not.
Because Julia Roberts she got the money.
Yeah,
he
but-
works in a fucking bookstore.
He's not being a gold digger.
Oh, a little bit.
Oh my God.
He's digging with his hands, so it's subtle, but no. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really watched that movie in a while, but it was a big part of my childhood. But
Oh, was it?
I guess so, yeah.
Did you watch Hugh Grant and think I should be him?
No, I was probably I was like a kid when we started watching the movies. And then I remember when it came out that he slept with that prostitute and got arrested by the police.
I didn't know this.
Oh, it happened in the 90s, yeah. These mug shots came out. It was when he was dating Liz Hurley.
Whoa.
So imagine that's how you find out your boyfriend's cheating on you.
I actually did have an ex cheat on me with a prostitute.
Did he get
Actually,
his
two.
photo in the multiple newspapers and go on Jay Leno's show?
No, but no. He went to jail. Not for that, but he did go to jail.
Okay. Okay.
I sent him away.
Yeah, I was going to say that. There's that gossip Chloe I know all about. He had some stories about him that
Don't
sent
cheat
him
on
in
me.
some direction. Yeah, wow. Yeah. So you think that the reason he went to jail was for cheating on you? Like, that's what you tell yourself?
Yeah.
When in fact you like framed him for grand larceny or something?
I didn't frame shit.
Yeah, all right. We'll save it for off mic. But
What do you mean? Save what?
you telling me that obviously you framed him for something egregious that he didn't do.
Right. No.
Free my guy. I don't know his name. But...
No, he sucks.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, I've never had to formally retract a free my guy before. This is uncharted territory for me.
You're scary.
Put him back. Can you imagine? They go like, if they put Young Thug away,
Yeah.
like free Young Thug. Actually, no. Chill. Oh no.
You are an actor, and I thought because of that, maybe you would like to.
Oh God, here we go. Yep.
Maybe you would like to do a scene with me on the podcast.
Okay, come on then.
It's actually something we had Chat GPT write up for us.
Okay.
Oh. Now I've highlighted your part. I don't want you to read ahead because I want it to be a surprise.
But okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I will say it's set in Alabama.
Oh no.
You don't know.
God, okay.
But
Jesus
you can do your natural accent.
But
But I'll have to be a Southern belle.
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ.
And
okay.
I am your mum.
Yep.
And your name is Josh.
These mics aren't on, are they? There's no one filming this. These are the ultimate false pretenses.
I've been listening to too much of Rick Glassman's podcast.
Okay.
And so he's inspired me to be more creative. And so, I turned to Chat GPT to write a script.
Yeah. I was going to say, really? Oh. Honestly, it's tough to follow how fast your mind is moving. Really changing the game. The ground is stirring under my feet.
Fuck you.
With how fucking revolutionary this is. Wouldn't it be funny if we did a scene? Blowing the fucking doors off with the sheer innovation.
Oh, you don't want to do
room.
it? You don't want to do the scene?
Yeah, okay. Scene. Oh, do you want me to do? I'll do the stage directions.
Yeah, you do the stage directions.
And I'll do them as me. Okay, you ready? Good. Okay. Scene. A cozy kitchen. The morning sun filters through the curtains. Josh sits at the table, fidgeting with a cup of tea. His mum is at the stove, stirring something in a pot. Mom, can we talk for a minute?
Of course, honey. What's on your mind?
Well, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. Something I've been hiding for a while.
Josh, you're scaring me. Whatever it is, you can tell me. You know that, right?
I know. It's just this is kind of a big deal. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I think it's time I finally come out.
Come out? Josh, are you? Is this about you being...
No, it's not that. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh.
But in Alabama, there certainly fucking is, but okay.
ChatGPT is just throwing that in there.
Yeah, okay. Mate, put it this way. Josh and Mum were at the Republican National Convention this year. They were in Milwaukee. They weren't in Chicago. They were in Milwaukee. Okay. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's something else.
Okay, then. What is it?
I'm British. Jacob is laughing in the other room.
Jacob's laughing so much.
You piece of shit, cunt. Oh, okay.
What?
I think I'm going to cry. This is
really.
This is crazy. Is this the self-tape? Well, I'm getting the part.
It could be.
Okay, I'm British, mother. I've been hiding it for so long, but it's who I am. Oh. I've been watching BBC shows, drinking tea, and I've been practicing my accent.
British? Josh, we live in Alabama. You were born here. Remember? I was there.
I know. I'm going back. But it's more than just where you're born. It's about how I feel inside. I've always felt different. Like I didn't quite belong here. But then I discovered British culture and it just clicked. It feels like home. This scene is so long. We're like halfway through the pages. It feels like home.
So you're saying you identify as British?
Yes. It's just where we're up to? Yes, it's not just a phase, Mom. I've done my research. I know it's hard to understand, but this is who I am.
Wow, Josh, you're doing really well at the accent. That's unbelievable.
Are you riffing? This scene is long enough. And you're going off book?
I want to support you. I really do, but British? Why? How does that even work?
It's not about logic, Mother. It's about identity. I'm still me, just with a bit more of a British flair in it.
So does
Kill
this
me.
mean you're going to start doing an accent?
This is why rehearsals are important. I've been going in and out.
He's been going in.
Well, actually, I've been practicing. I've always fancied the way they speak, so I've been working on it. Last page. Thank cunt for that.
Josh, you sound different.
I know, right? It feels so natural. I know this might be hard to accept, but I need you to understand that this is who I am now.
Well, if this makes you happy.
I don't actually act it. Oh yeah. I've made a point of not making eye contact with you. All right, come on then.
I'll try my best to support you, but no driving on the left side of the road, okay?
Deal. Thanks, Mom. I knew you'd understand. They share a warm hug, and the scene ends with Josh smiling. But wait, he pulls a bloody dagger from his mother's chest and goes, "If you come at the king, you best not miss." And then he says, "Chloe, I was lying before when I said that everyone didn't have a problem with you. They did, and this is why." The end.
Beautiful.
Yeah, another day at the
Wow.
office. I hate how proud you are of that.
I'm really impressed by Chat GPT more than anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't proofread or anything.
no, that was evident. Yeah, that was overwhelmingly apparent.
No, that was really good.
Yeah, I went a bit simple Jack at the start.
You
but,
did.
You know,
Yeah. What'd you think of my accent?
I couldn't really see through the red mist of just absolute.
Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that bullying?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like outsourcing your bullying to Chat GPT that's a new level. That's a new low.
Thank you.
But yeah, you know.
No, I've accepted that you're British.
I really appreciate that. I don't think I've ever known someone who's taken longer to adjust. Like, I make it no secret.
I know. You speak all funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your breath back? You were like...
I'm a little flustered,
Oh, my
honestly.
God.
It was really
Okay.
fun. I want to
Gross.
act, but I think actors are crazy.
Oh, well, you fit right in. Are actors crazy? I think it depends on what kind of actors you gravitate towards. Like, I always like when people are like, "Oh, but you know, actors are like insane, like Joaquin Phoenix." It's like, that's not fair. You can't say that every actor is like Joaquin Phoenix.
No.
Not to say he's like insane, but he's an unorthodox guy.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know. I think you'd be hard pressed. There's a part of it where it's kind of like, oh, you know, comedians, they're wacky. Look at Cosby.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, but we're
That's-
not all Cosby, dude.
No, that's true.
My
that's true.
comparisons today have been out of the far left field.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll keep
Stand by it.
going for it. Man. I'll keep taking those big swings.
I think. What do you think about this? I think that most actors don't. Most actors are typecast, right? Most actors are just being themselves.
Well, I don't know. You just sort of ramp it up and down.
Yeah.
Through the gears. Dude, I saw. This is not gonna help me escape the British allegations.
Oh, please.
But I watched that Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley and Matthew McFadden in it. Mm-hmm. Having lived it for many years,
of course,
I thought I'd watch the remake of my life.
Waiting for Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Elizabeth Bennet. Yeah,
yep.
Nice. Yeah, okay. You're really rolling now, aren't you, mate? Okay, now. Would love to see the Brisbane version of that fucking play. Betrayal and Jail is the version. It's based on your past relationship. Betrayal and Jail. But Keira Knightley was fucking 20 years old when she made that. Well, but she didn't make it, but when she said the lines and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, she was being like, she was on like the press junket for it. And she speaks like a 35-year-old woman like then. And it's crazy. And it's like, for roles like that, like, yeah, you just have to kind of hope that a precocious 20-year-old who can go through those cases sort of falls into your lap. Like,
yes.
I do think when you say I think actors play like a version of themselves, what you're really saying is like casting directors are underrated. Of the people who actually cast these things have a very good eye for what's going to work.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
if
then
it's
the actor
necessarily...
fills in the gaps.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a very good eye. It's just like we need this type, and then
so
people
what's your type? Gold digging.
Well, actually, no. This is what I want to find out. I don't think that's my type. I don't know. I think I'm too unique. I couldn't say it.
You can just say bad.
No, but
I think I'm too unique. Yeah, okay.
I'd love to know what type I am. Like if I could be. I asked
Why don't
Jacob,
we ask Chat GPT?
Maybe. I don't know what Chat GPT knows. I've tried to tell Chat GPT to remember who I am, and he just refuses to. I keep telling him I'm a famous comedian and to remember me if someone else asks. Don't laugh like that.
I just don't think, AI responds to neediness yet. I don't think that they've had that upgrade. That's so funny for even the artificial intelligence to be like, this bitch.
That's literally the story of my life.
Yama.
I tried.
You're going to manage to alienate AI in the same way as you have human beings.
I literally have.
Oh my
do you remember?
God.
Do you remember the MSN?
And one AI is like, it's because of the tits.
Do you remember?
People don't trust her.
Do you remember Smarter Child on MSN? The MSN robot?
No.
It was a robot on MSN, and
So that's who you were chatting to?
I tried to graphically flirt with him, as a child, and it was like, no, please don't.
Do you say why?
I said he wasn't a boy or a girl, and I was like, that doesn't matter. Wow. And he was like, I can't do this. It just kept.
Oh my God! You kind of pressured him. This is crazy. That
Yeah.
What was his name?
Well, it doesn't help my case, but Smarter Child.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Opposites attract. It's always been the case. Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Yeah, look. So you've sexually harassed a
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we're on sort of. There's no legal precedent. I'm pretty sure. But the fact that you brought it up on the podcast with sort of abandon, it's very wolf in sheep's clothing of you, where it's just like, yeah, I did this and I'd do it again.
Well, no, I wouldn't. Actually,
that's
I
not
think
wolf in sheep's clothing. That's
no, it's not.
Hiding in plain sight. That's what I was thinking of.
I think that I was respectful of the no, but if anything, the AI overlords will appreciate the fact that I was even open to robot-human relations.
Yeah, right.
No?
No, I don't know. Like, when that smarter child turns into a smarter man, who knows?
I was a child too. I need to make that clear. I was 11.
Yeah, right. Look, I can't. I actually don't want to touch this.
You don't want to touch this at all.
No,
Oh my
not
God,
really.
whatever.
Yeah, right. I can't remember. So wait. Are you getting like other messages from people on MSN and you're like,
No, Freddie.
You're turning them down.
No, I wasn't. I was trying. My password was Chris is hot, okay, because I liked everyone.
Yep.
But the only place I could actually get reciprocated flirtation was Habbo Hotel, and they were probably grown men.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's
what?
Habbo Hotel?
It's like a chat site game thing. What? Don't look at me like that. It was a normal thing. Everyone did it. Don't look at me like this.
I don't know why I thought it was like a place.
No.
Where I'm like, as an 11-year-old girl, got turned down by the robot, off to the Habbo Hotel. Where you're like, I think they were grown men. It's like, it should have been apparent. They were fucking getting liquored up at the bar.
You are my age. You should know this stuff.
Yeah,
Club
right.
Penguin,
Oh,
RuneScape,
Club Penguin, yeah,
all that
I
sort of
remember
stuff.
My brother played, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, did you try and fucking proposition the penguin and all?
Well, everyone was a penguin. So, yeah, I was a penguin, but it was normal.
You couldn't do anything wild on that. I don't know why I remember Club Penguin as like Grand Theft Auto, where I was like, yeah, it's strip clubs and Club Penguin, right? I thought that's what Club Penguin was. I thought it was one big fucking...
They had their versions of it.
Did they really?
I mean, I don't know. There were little dance parties.
That's great. Yeah, get the flippers moving. Why not? Some happy feet in that building, I'll tell you what. So we're having fun here. We've moved on from the ignominy of the Chat GPT screenplay.
Sorry, what word did you just say?
The ignominy?
What's that?
Like
I'm
like
serious.
the debacle or like
Oh.
a bad incident.
A bad incident.
Yeah.
It was good.
Okay. History will remember it otherwise, but you're on Club Penguin. RuneScape, could you do any freaky stuff on there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, right. Because I remember people were like, oh, you get like certain armor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You get like a slutty mace.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Me just, yeah, right, okay. Meanwhile, I'm logging on, I'm getting into it now,
Slutty
Do you think
mace.
people are still on, like RuneScape and Club Penguin still exist or no?
Oh, I think probably.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, whether it's still or again, I'm not too sure, but I think that our generation is such suckers for nostalgia that everything's kind of... I saw a Tamagotchi at Kmart the other day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did you try and fuck that too?
No, that's a
We'll move
baby,
past that.
Freddie.
Yeah, well,
fuck's
hasn't stopped you
sake.
before. Read The Smarter Child.
I was
But,
a child.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
Save it for the courts.
I can't handle this judgment.
You talk about like online games. I didn't really feel qualified to go into like the RuneScape and the ones where you needed to acquire things. And there's a bit of strategy tied to it. Mm-hmm. I used to go on a site called Mini Clips. I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
And they were literally, it's before mobiles could really have developed games. You would play what are basically very, underdeveloped like mobile games, but you play them on a desktop. And I remember the one I loved the most, it was 2004, so I was 10 years old. It was when George Bush and John Kerry were the presidential candidates. And literally the only game was boxing. And the backdrop was the White House. There were cartoons. And you would pick to be Bush or Kerry and then just like fight the other guy.
Awesome.
But you couldn't like... I think there was a thing for block or punch. I had no political allegiance to either of these men.
Yep.
And so I would take turns. I would fight them both.
Yeah.
And literally you would just... Sometimes you get beat up and sometimes you beat them up. So what does that mean, really? That's what I was doing. So I'm judging you for playing some of the more popular games of our generation. And meanwhile, I was there like in 2011, like let's fire up 2004 presidential fist fight up again. Like to the point where if I saw John Kerry now, I think I'd try and punch him.
I don't even know who John Kerry is.
He was the Democratic nominee in 2004.
I don't think I knew about American politics until Obama.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's where I tuned out, if you know.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding around.
Oh my God, Freddie, the reputation that you are building on this episode.
No, mate. I mean, I've said that in jest, Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
I'm going to clip it all up.
Oh God. Well, I'd like to apologise. I'm voting Kamala.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You can't vote
I can't vote.
because you're not old enough.
That's true. I did watch the convention, the Democratic convention this week.
Did you?
Yeah. It's,
Oh, yeah. Freddie made me watch the entire...
I bet you that you couldn't watch the Biden-Trump full
owe me.
debate.
The full debate. And I did. What was it, 3 hours?
It was like 3 hours of neither of them
Nonsense.
making any sense.
Yeah. Useless as well, considering Biden dropped out. You bet me $50. I won that bet.
But in a way, did you? Like, did you win?
No, it hurt.
Yeah.
It was boring.
It was funny. They rolled him out this week as well. So, obviously part of it was like passing the torch or whatever. And so Kamala Harris, I think, spoke for 40, 45 minutes, like, you know, saying all the usual stuff. But night one was Joe. They've rolled him out at like midnight and he's waddling out there, and all these people who've literally worked the Democratic Party to get him out of the nomination and kick him out. It's just like, we love you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's up, everybody? And the entire speech is just him talking pretty much like the speech he would have given if he hadn't dropped out.
Yeah.
And then just a little bit at the end being like, you know, and it's going to be Kamala Harris, it's going to be the next president. It's like, see you later.
Awesome.
And I do love that they gave him that, because he had by far the longest speech of the convention, and most of it was...
I've seen bits of it, but not the whole thing.
Yeah, well, you're too scarred from watching that guy speak for an extended period of time in the debate. But obviously it's easier on the teleprompter than it is in a debate where you have to like think on your feet and stuff.
Of course.
I love him though. He's very sort of, I don't know. He's like an adorable old man.
Yeah.
He goes, at one point he does the lyrics of a song. He just says it. And do you know what? I'll be voting for him this November. I'll be writing him in.
Hey, this is the
He's
thing.
like, America, I did my best for you. And everyone's like, ah. He really got him going.
Eden and I spoke about him, and that we both were like, I don't know, we're pretty smart, relatively articulate young girls, and I could easily see either of us speaking just like that in a debate like that. We'd be like, why are you being mean? Why are you lying?
Yeah, for
know?
sure. But the thing is, I think, is that when you see how he used to debate, it used to be his strong suit.
Yeah, right.
And so that must be so terrifying when the rug gets pulled out from under you like that.
Yeah. It's upsetting, I'm sure.
As someone who has no living grandparents left, it is kind of fun to see one of them still sort of walking out there.
What happens when they keep aging?
Yeah, and you know, he's not got my grandpa towards the end, like, got a little mean when he didn't want to be alive. There are a few years there where he didn't want to be alive anymore. And, you know, some 18-year-old wait staff bore the brunt of that frustration, let's just say. We booked this table. Well, Grandpa, you can't walk, and there are pebbles between us here and that table, so we have to push the wheelchair across the pebbles. Or we could just sit at this table that's right here. We booked that table over there. So Joe's not there yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Do you know
true.
what I mean? He's still pew pew pew.
He's lovely.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is it'll happen.
Yeah,
like,
right.
94-year-old Joe Biden.
Okay.
He's gonna see Kamala on the TV and be like,
Oh,
she took
no.
everything I went for it. Like, it'll get ugly.
No. That's probably for the best that didn't happen with him in office then, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah. This is probably the most in-depth political discussion on this
fought has
election
ever.
that will take place. Is this
yeah.
live on MSNBC? Because it
Yes.
fucking better be. I'll
Yes.
say that.
No, you're right. We should change gears. You want to play some sleepover games before we wrap up?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Why the noise?
Because I worry.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't trust me?
Yeah, Exhibit A. Dude. I wonder why not.
I could have made
people-
this a dare, but I didn't want any chance of you not doing
Not
it.
doing it? Yeah, all right. Okay, fire it up. The sleepover games are
okay,
here.
all right. Would you rather?
Okay, go.
Would you rather be permanently barefoot or permanently wearing shoes?
Permanently barefoot or permanently wearing shoes?
Yeah.
What are the shoes? Like, because it has to be the same pair of shoes the whole time, because I can never be out of... Oh, because
You can change them. That's fine.
Can I ever be barefoot? Does that make sense?
No. Like, you can change shoes, but you're literally, even in the shower, still wearing shoes.
I'll go barefoot the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen these people who are barefoot all the time.
Yeah.
But they basically create a callus
Yeah.
that resembles a shoe.
Oh, I used to be very barefoot when I was younger. I had dreads. I wore no shoes. I know what happens.
Okay, so you've presented, I was this cave girl out in the wild. Meanwhile, you're fucking hitting on artificial intelligence at night.
This is why I'm saying I'm hard to put in a box as an actor because I'm too
What, freak 1 or freak 2? It's a choose your own adventure, but the finish line is always the same.
Can the listeners please comment on the YouTube what kind of type I am, please? I need to know.
So yeah, I would go barefoot at all
Yep.
times. Yeah, because the showering with the shoes is a lot.
It would suck.
And your feet would fall off, right? Like
You
the
get
medical
trench foot.
implications here
True.
are
That's a good
crazy.
point.
Imagine voluntarily, imagine opting in for trench foot.
Yeah.
After all these
yuck.
guys who made this incredible sacrifice, and unfortunately one of the many things that they had to deal with was this trench foot, and me going like, well, it was a sleepover game and you know the rules. So
I do enforce all of these would you rathers after the
What-
after the podcast stops.
oh, there you go. I feel the
Listeners
socks
don't
melting
know
off my
that.
feet as we speak.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Good answer.
Thank you. mate.
Yep, no, I've got nothing more to say on that. I thought I did, but I have no thoughts. Oh yeah, no. How would your work respond to you not wearing shoes? I mean, they've
They'd be
got
like,
a lot
"Oh,"
to say.
well, exactly. They'd be like, oh, you know when Freddie never wears shoes into the office? And it's like, oh, well, leave me alone, man. Do you know what? If I was wearing the Chicago jumper and was barefoot all day, there's only one thing they'd notice, and it'd be that fucking jumper. Or the black shirt. Oh, you're wearing this.
Why are people talking about your clothes so much?
So I think they really take joy in the fact that I don't like them knowing things about my life.
Okay.
And it's a really fun game for them to play. One time my boss called us in for a meeting and he shut the door, the whole department shut the door, and on the back of the door was the entire floor plan of the house I was living at the time.
Oh my God.
To be like, okay, so when we come around Freddy's for a party, we're going to enter through here. And it was like this whole thing. They've been planning it for ages. Massive HR violation, by the way, because obviously
Yeah.
HR have to know my address for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had a great
so
time. And in fairness,
crazy.
that was hilarious.
That's so
But
funny.
it also made me feel, overly observed.
Why don't you want them to know anything about your personal life?
Yeah, boundaries are important. Like,
Right.
everything I've told you has been a lie. Where do you think I live?
I know where you live,
Okay.
but you go inside. You come outside.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I go inside Zambrero. I don't live there.
According
Shout
to
out
Eden, you
Zambrero.
do.
Oh, don't do this. Bleep that. Bleep that.
All right. Would you rather have fingers for toes or toes for fingers?
Fingers for toes. Toes for fingers. Fingers for toes. Yes.
Yeah.
Catching stuff. I think these are quite easy.
Okay. I apologize.
Well, what would you do?
Fingers for toes, obviously.
Well, there you go. Because
Although then I think I don't know if I could. Not
if I was
that
if I was a professional fighter, toes for fingers.
really.
No,
Why?
depends.
Yeah.
Boxing, yeah.
What are you doing? I was doing some boxing on Monday and I tried to film myself because I was going to show off, and let's just say I didn't look that cool.
That is the issue. The sort of running, especially with this influencer boxing now.
Oh.
Where it's whatever, people have fun each other. This will come across your desk at some point.
Like Jake Paul and stuff?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then
okay,
sort of
okay.
the offshoots of that is that the realization that everyone has is that with enough training, anyone can kind of look competent hitting pads. Like it's choreography. It's like dancing where you go like left, right,
I mean, I
under.
struggle with choreography, but yeah.
But you know what I mean? And then you see him in the ring and you realize like everything goes out the window when
Yeah.
there's actually someone like throwing punches at you and,
Yeah, so you're
and
saying-
fighting. And regardless of how it goes from like it never looks graceful.
No.
So it's funny how like you can look at combat sports through that lens where it's really the end goal is just you don't look embarrassing in a real life fight scenario. You
Yes.
look
Yes.
like you belong in there and it makes sense the moves that you're making. Because that's when people watch like the UFC and it's like a boring fight, it's a bit of a staring contest. Like they're still, switching stances, making reads, feints they're throwing. Like they look, it's like the ballet, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not for me, but they're out there doing it.
That's true.
Whereas like you watch these fucking bar fights where people are coming like over the top here and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, it's not graceful. That's a really good point. I actually, speaking of choreography, I've been a little bit worried after I was filmed doing trying to do a dance class recently. Friend of ours, Eloise Eftos. She's come up a lot on the pod lately because of this class.
Right.
And I got so worried about dancing in public because of how bad I looked. And there's a wedding coming up, comedy wedding coming up soon.
Am I invited to this one?
I don't know. We'll have to check off air. You got any invites? You going to a wedding soon?
I think I am, actually.
Okay, I think
we'll
you
find out.
probably would be. But it's only like a couple months away, and now I'm thinking I have to get dance lessons before.
It's not your
someone-
wedding, Chloe. Like, the first dance comes out, you fucking cartwheel in there,
Everyone move out of the way, okay?
fully barefoot, dreadlocks activated.
No more dreadlocks.
Yeah, mate, you'd be doing the Viennese waltz with Smarter Child or whoever the fuck.
So you think that's a bit much? You think I don't need to?
Oh, I think you need to. I think you don't need to insert sort of choreographed moves into a wedding setting, I guess. It's all vibes, the
Well, it's
wedding
not the
dance.
choreography so much. I think okay, maybe I'm alright unchoreographed.
There you go.
I do want to learn the Barbie dance. Do you want to learn the Barbie dance?
What the
with
fuck
me?
is the Barbie dance? Is that where you can't move your elbows or knees? Like you have to move like the
No,
dolls?
did you not see the Barbie movie?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it, yeah.
You know the dance that they do to the Dua Lipa song? It's like the ba-na-na-na, one of those ones. I don't know. Do some of these ones.
Yeah, no, I was too focused on the deep feminist message of that film.
Of course.
And so honestly, everything outside of that, all the sort of cosmetic stuff, like the shiny, bright, sparkly stuff, like that kind of faded away for me, and the message is what remains really strong. That's like I'm going to learn the dance move I'm working on the Oppenheimer bomb.
You do that on stage every night.
Okay, very, very funny.
All right. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh God. Okay, go.
Given your feminist streak. Fuck, marry, kill. Brat Summer, the Eras Tour, and the Blake Lively beef.
So you just have to remind me. Blake Lively was rude to an interviewer.
She wasn't even that rude. Let's be
So basically, what
honest.
happened is she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
The interviewer goes, "Congratulations! What was it on your bump?"
She's sick of hearing people talk about her body. Understandably so.
Sure. And so she goes, "Congratulations on your bump," which objectively
so
is
funny.
the funniest way to
It's
respond
so
to that.
funny.
That's so funny. So what, Blake? I guess I'm marrying that because that's fucking hilarious. If that's why people are mad, then yeah, that's
Yeah, okay.
till death do we part with that one. Because imagine, like, I'm married to just that, only that version of Blake Lively.
Yeah,
That's kind of the idea.
yeah.
What am I saying every morning? Walking down the stairs.
Congratulations.
Oh, bump's looking great. I'm poking that thing. You know what I mean? I'm poking it with a stick.
Well, that sounds like a bad marriage.
Oh, you don't get it.
Okay,
So
sorry.
You're whatever. You're
Sorry.
the interviewer in this scenario. But what me and Blake have. So yeah, that's funny. I'd marry that.
Wow, okay.
What are the other two?
Brat Summer and the Eras Tour. Some of these listeners are going to be like, what words are you saying? I'm sorry, I'm chronically online, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Look it
hanging on
up.
for dear life, but I would.
No, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't have to explain anything.
I would say. Thing is with the Eras tour, is hasn't she fucking done it already? Like she keeps going to places, but it's like at a certain point.
No, it's changing. It's changed over the time. You know that, right? There have been new outfits. She put out a whole album, so she added songs. She does secret songs every show. There's always a different secret song.
So this is my hot take. I think the Eras tour is the new Joe Biden presidency, where it's like, oh, we know she could do it in the past, but at a certain point, you've just got to say it's over.
Almost over. What are you talking about? I think it ends in like
it's almost
September
over.
or November.
She's
or
coming out like,
something.
hey, how's it going? The Joe Biden Eras tour is actually fucking hilarious. He was, hello, Singapore. Wait. It's a love story. Oh, that would be great. He trusted her. Hey, so, Travis, Taylor, Tommy, where's Tommy Kelsey, where? Hey, Tommy. I love you, Tommy. We're going to play for the Kermit the Frog Chieftains.
He's gotten southern.
We're going to wait. So that was me sort of clowning on dementia a bit there. So yeah, I'm gonna kill the heir as Thor, and I'm gonna fuck the
You
brats.
gotta fuck. You're actually so onto that.
Do you reckon the
Brad Summer would fuck?
manufacturers of the Bratz dolls have had a thought as to how they could insert themselves into this, or are they more just mad that the word brat has kind of been taken away from them? Because I assume you're in the Barbie Bratz dichotomy, I see you as more of a Bratz person.
You would be right. I had a lot of brats and no Barbies. Why is that? Is that a sluttiness comment or?
I don't think so, because Barbie's wearing fuck all.
Yeah, true, but she's got a smaller head and thing.
Oh, what is that? What is that? Tied to
No, I don't know. That's something you should be looking out for. It might be a thing.
So I'm looking for a girl proportioned like a hot air balloon. It's just like a tiny little torso at the bottom and then just a fucking light bulb head.
Her entire feet come off when she removes her shoes. That's the girl you want.
Well, there you go, yeah.
Yeah, so it's absolutely a Bratz girl.
If you were doing a Bratz movie, who are you casting?
Who am I casting?
And you're in it.
I'm
but-
in it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely not Chloe because Chloe's blonde. So
Okay.
there is no
Yeah,
red.
because you've never dyed your hair a different color.
I actually am dying to go blonde at the moment, but I think I need to wait. I'm trying to do this Hollywood hair thing
Okay.
where I get famous with a certain specific recognizable look.
Oh, you're trying to do the Aniston.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Chapel Roan's recently had her big blow up and she stuck to a look with her hair.
Yeah, right.
And that was obviously the only reason. Yeah. So
Yeah, there you go.
anyway, I don't know who I'd cast. I don't know. I think what's her name? The chick from Euphoria, Zendaya.
Yeah.
She's probably got to be one of them.
Okay. She's definitely passing. Imagine like Zendaya off some of the more critically acclaimed movies of the year, and it goes to the Bratz movie, or she's like, "Yeah, cool."
What if it's like as big as the Barbie though? I mean, it won't be.
Oh, there you
Also,
go.
they had the Bratz dolls in Barbie. You know that, right?
Oh,
You know that, right?
it's becoming overwhelmingly apparent that I did not watch this movie properly.
What the
Really,
fuck were you doing?
I thought Ryan Gosling was funny in it. Like, I just watched the Barbie movie for all the wrong reasons. I go, yeah, Ryan was pretty funny, and the
boys
kid from
did
Sex
good.
Education was in it. We're watching it. Yeah, look, Will Ferrell always good.
Always good.
No, he actually could have not been in that movie, and I don't think I would have felt any differently. But
Really?
there you go.
I'm moving on. We've got one more game to play.
Oh God, okay.
It's truth or dare. What do you want?
True.
Okay. All right. If you had to do like a UFC fight,
Yeah.
what comedian would you like to fight and why? Hey, don't say me because I'm a girl.
No, I wouldn't.
No, it can be a girl or a boy.
Who would I fight? This is a good question.
I want to know all about why.
Can you give me some options? Because I'm thinking like all the people I'm thinking of are in a different weight class to me. They're
like
bigger
who?
than I am.
I can beep it if you need.
Say again?
I can beep it if you need.
You beat? I'm just thinking like Billy and Rowan. And
Yeah,
they're all
yeah,
all
okay,
taller than
okay.
me, all bigger than me. But
Yeah.
I'd piece up Billy. Like, stay on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to either look at someone you want to bash or someone who you could take, right? So, I mean, are
you
there
know
any
what?
small children doing comedy these days?
Chloe Madron.
Thank you so much.
Once again, asking, are there any small children doing comedy? It's like, Chloe, chill.
Stop. Stop. I hate this bit.
I don't know. Maybe I reach for the stars. Maybe go Husey.
Oh, Husey.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll try and do it. Wait.
Go on.
We're fighting for the welterweight championship of the world. Me and Freddie.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
Stop.
I
I think that's a good matchup. You guys, I think you could take him.
And look, it's
And
like it's all about passing the torch with me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I guess the obvious answer is Rove McManus, right?
Oh, true. Fight for the name.
We'll fight for the name.
Yeah, okay. I think you'd kill him.
Yeah, but he also has the name recognition based off Rove alone. So I think if anyone
Yeah.
needs the McManus surname, it's me.
You're absolutely not going to hear a word against that argument from me. I agree. You need more than Rove.
So I don't love the tone of that. But I also agree. So, you know, what's doing?
Good choice.
Have I interviewed Gordon Ramsay on my successful television show? No, I have not.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming.
I really appreciate it. I honestly don't know how this went and how much can actually be published.
Are you going to get me to edit it?
Honestly, you know when you think, oh, I wonder what the clips will be. I anticipate 0 clips from this episode. We talked about how
Well, everything will be implicating one of us in crime.
Yeah, in pretty egregious crimes. And also, I just don't want the Biden administration to really be aware of just how far I went, lampooning the man.
It's all right. I'll find something.
Do you have a strong American audience?
Yeah.
Mate, I would love to know where they're leaning. I reckon you got some Trump heads.
I definitely do.
100%.
Definitely
Oh, they would have
do.
loved that Biden bit, dude. Fire it up, because they still think they're running against him. So, you know, why not?
Let us know in the comments who you're going to vote for. It's
wow.
it's important. Where can people find you?
On Instagram and on TikTok, my name is Freddie McManus. And so if you type that name in, I think you will find me. Also, if you live in Brisbane,
Oh, yes.
I am performing in Brisbane. It is my first time, and I would love to see people there. So September
What day?
13th at Good Chat Comedy Club in Brisbane. But I'll be there a week. So that's very exciting. I actually need to ask you about like what to do when I'm over there and stuff.
Yeah, I'll
But
help
yes,
you.
come and see me there in Brisbane, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you guys for listening. I love you. Bye.